Hello, chess family. It's me, National Master Jesse James, and it's time for another installment of Instructive Chess Miniatures. Here we go. We're going to be taking a nice look at a game with Anand versus Kazmidov. Hopefully, I pronounced that correctly. And a very nice Petroff game. Here, most Petrovs are known to be boring. Well, this is not the case this time. Anand, one of the best players in the world and world chess champion, just destroys his opponent with a very nice kingside attack. Here we go. E4, E5, knight f3, knight f6. Knight takes d6, main line here. Knight goes back to f3. For those of you who don't know, you have to play d6 here before. If you do play knight takes e4, it is actually white who is better after queen to e2. And why is this so? Well, there's two little tricks here. If the knight goes back to f6, well, we simply have knight c6 check for a nice discovery attack, winning the queen. And if they go ahead and know this, and they go ahead and play something like d5, well, you just play pawn to d3 here, kicking the knight, and you're either going to be winning the knight, or at least a pawn at the very least. Either way, white is going to be better in these games. With that being said, d6 got played, knight back to f3, knight takes on e4. And here, the move that makes this game aggressive, we're going to be playing Nipsevich attack, knight to c3. Okay, here we go. I like this move because, well, this encourages black to ruin white's pawn structure. Either way that they take, this is going to be giving white a little advantage. But knight takes on c3 here, and here, well, we're going to be sending it. D takes on c3 here, and the idea is almost like an English attack here. We're just going to play bishop e3, queen d2, castle queenside, and we're going to start attacking. So bishop e7, bishop e3, knight c6, queen d2, castles kingside, castles queenside. This makes the game unbalanced, and so we're going to be getting a very crazy game coming up. With that being said, well, what's the best strategy here for black? What's the best strategy here for white? Well, black is going to try and push up his queenside pawns to open up this king. And, well, white's going to be pushing up these pawns to try and open up this king. Whoever typically gets there first will win the game. And don't worry about losing a pawn or even sacrificing it. It's okay. We need open files and diagonals to attack our opponent's king. Here, black played knight e5. Of course, he's looking for trades here because he wants to keep the game as balanced as possible. And, of course, go to endgame. I mean, he played the Petroff, after all. That's okay. King b1, we're not going to waste time. Again, if he wants to take on f3, g takes f3. This is great. Now you got this open g file here to attack. Yes, the endgame will be bad, but, well, I don't think Anand had planned to go to endgame in this game. So after c6, black did not do this. He just ended up playing pawn c6, bishop to e2, knight g4, saying, you know what, maybe I'll take this other bishop off your hands. And, well, no time to waste. Don't move the same piece twice. Bishop to d3 now gets played. And the bishop eyes on h7. Notice that it didn't go there before because the knight would have just taken. This is one of the best attacking pieces here for white. All right, well, d5 gets played. You know what? You didn't take my bishop. Let's go ahead and play bishop f4. And black played bishop d6 right on schedule. Again, moving the same piece twice because black is just trying to make trades here. Uh-oh. Here we go. Pawn to h3 gets played, and black sees an opportunity to win some material, so he tries it. Bishop takes on f4, expecting queen takes on f4 over here, but he missed it. Here, Anand has the beautiful tactic. Can you see the move here? White to move. What do you play here to get to start a very nice attack? All right, hopefully you push pause and try to figure it out. Here we have bishop takes on h7 check. Awesome. Here we see that if the king does take, well, now you get to take on g4 with a check here, and you're going to be winning this bishop over here. The game is going to be pretty much over at the highest level. It's already a +5 here. Even if you try to play the bishop back to h6, that's okay. We have g5 here, winning the bishop over here. So after bishop takes on h7 check, king to h8 got played. And here I would definitely be looking at h takes on g4 here. With that being said, let's just play nice and simple. Queen takes on f4. Knight takes on f2, getting greedy, looking to win one of the rooks. At this point, it is +5 here. And, well, don't worry about this exchange. Let's worry about checkmate. Here we go. Knight g5. Remember, the queen cannot checkmate by herself. She's bringing in reinforcements, the knight and bishop. They say 3 pieces a mate, and this is definitely true here. Black plays f6. Of course, trying to take either rook here would just be devastating. After knight takes on d1, bishop to d3 can get played, queen h4, h7 checkmate's being threatened. Again, black can play some stuff like this. The game would end all the same. h7 is just fatally weak here. And the knight covering f7 is very good because there's no escape squares. All right, so back to the game. f6 got played. And, well, knight f7 check gets played. A nice tempo move. Wait a second, can't we just take? Yes, you can take. But taking is just going to lead to a bad game. In the game he does take, let's take a look real quick what happens if you do take the bishop on h7. If queen takes on h7, well, what do? Simple chess, you just take the queen, of course, and after rook takes, queen takes, this is just too much material lost. So rook took on f7, and now this was the idea, bishop to g6 here. The idea is to get the bishop out the way and cover the queening square. And you can't save the rook here anywhere you move it to, it's just going to be bad, because the queen will penetrate and get in there. So, knight takes on d1 here, and now perfect time to bring the queen in. Queen to h4 check, king to g8, and the idea here, well, we don't want the king to escape to the e8 square. So simple chess, the rook goes to e1, blocking off the escape square. Now this is check and mate, and there's just no good way to deal with this. Black has a few checks, but nothing that's going to help him out. Knight takes on c3 check, pawn takes, and bishop to e6 gets played here. Okay, well, if you don't see why you shouldn't take a piece, then you should take it. Rook takes on e6. Queen b6 check, king c1, queen back to g1 check, and, well, game over here, rook to b1. At this point, black is forced to give away the queen here, or else they're going to be checkmated with h7 and h8. So at this point, well, black just went ahead and resigned. Guys, hope you enjoyed this instructive chess miniature. We'll see you in the next one.